And this is A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It is your boy A, your girl B, A&B Combos, Wrestling Edition. But you already knew that because you're here. Baby. What's going down, man? We have an announcement here. Apparently, the game, Triple H, has announced a new title belt.
Beautiful.
Did I say it right?
I feel like you said it.
Make sure we're looking okay. We'll make sure we're sounding okay. I think we're okay. What's good, man? It's good to see everybody up in the house. We are in the middle of, what do we got? Cody Rhodes versus Corey Graves. Cody versus no.
And there's the new belt right there.
Finn Balor eyeballing that new title belt, y'all. It's going to be a new World Heavyweight Champion.
Now, when I look up on the belt a little bit closer, when they just got the zoom in, it has a little more depth, I think, than the old title, the WCW title. Is that what you said? Right?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I do believe that the old World Heavyweight title, the WCW, that heavyweight championship, the NWO heavyweight championship, and the WWE championship, they got together, got their freak on, they had a baby, and out popped this title belt, which I'm not mad at it. I'm not totally mad at it.
No, we let you know when we don't like the design.
You know what I mean?
Let you know I do like the design.
Not totally mad at it. I mean,
I
have some questions. I do, but before I get into that, first and foremost, first in line with that fast pass, Smooth T. We acknowledge you.
Acknowledge first in line right there.
Welcome, Smooth T. Good to see you in here. Who flexes the back muscles as a woman? Seriously, that's a man. Okay, look. If you're talking about Raquel Rodriguez, we were talking about this, and we've noticed a steady decline in her muscle tissue.
Yeah.
I don't know why. We don't like it. I'm not saying she's all woman. Just ask Braun Strowman, because that is his woman. But in NXT, Raquel Gonzalez, she could flex that back.
And you saw those muscles. Now when she flexes her back, you're like, what are you looking at?
Somebody's clearly, she's not carb loading. You feel me? She's not taking her amino acids. You understand? She ain't taking that creatine no more.
She needs to work out with Rhea Ripley, baby.
Man, I'm just saying. Junior Dugan, good to see you in here. Jedi Knight 88, we acknowledge you. Good to see you. Samantha Poole, what's going down?
Welcome.
She heard.
What you hear, girl?
The Street Profits versus Shelton and Cedric wasn't on the card. It was supposed to be Piper and Candace backstage segment. Well. These look.
Well, that makes sense, because when the last time you seen Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric out there at all? Like, they act like the Hurt Business is a regular old tag
Sleeping on them.
Sleeping on the skills. They came out there in the match, I swear it was maybe like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, sleeping on the skills.
It was like a woman's match. It was so fast.
She said it, but it's true. On the main roster. On NXT, the ladies, they get some time.
They do get some time.
You feel me? Even on AEW Rampage, the women may have one match, but they get some time.
It's not rushed.
It is not rushed. Nation of Domination. Good to see you up in here. I think a lot of people want that championship. It's good that you finally have something else to fight for. And clearly, Triple H, you're welcome. You clearly watch our show, bro. Okay, we said it. Mm-hmm. We called it.
And we said we need a fighting champion, and we said we needed a new belt design.
Weeks ago. What up, Isaiah Smalls? Baby. What's going on, Isaiah Smalls? What up, Zay? Bonjour. we have a Frenchman here? No.
Natalia's in
Is
here.
Natalia here? No. French beret. Bonjour, Zay. Thank you very much for popping in here, Zay. Thank y'all for showing up tonight. We know there's some other folks doing live watch alongs. You might pop in, pop out. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by and saying hello. We're back in the action.
On his stomach.
You know, look, the ribs.
Oh, was this supposed to be the kinesiology?
Yeah, at this point, he just needs to take it off.
Right.
It's sort of like,
just take the rest off.
Remember when Solo, when he was in NXT, and he's supposed to have had that like that burn thing on his face?
And it just kept coming off.
And it kept coming off, like it was just kind of flopping in the wind. Y'all remember that? And somebody's like, yeah, bro, you might want to take that off.
Right, just take it off.
You know what I mean? The effects weren't working on that day. Jaden Winchester, what's going on, Jaden?
Hey,
how are
Jaden.
you? Good to see you in here. Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. That's what I'm talking about. Who else do we have in here? Let's say hello to Neptune X. We got the OG. What's going down? Omos is a new WWE champion. Man. I'm going to pull a Booker T. You didn't just say that.
First
Tell
of all,
me he did not just say that.
I think people may just walk out of the arena if that happens.
Man. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
He finally tore it off.
Of course he did. It was flopping in the wind. There we go. Look at this. My man, you know he still got the staples in here, and he's putting in work on Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, stomping him like a stale Pall Mall. What up, Sophie Dopey?
And he didn't miss no. Do you know how much his head must be hurt? Think about what a headache feels like. Your head split open, stapled back shut.
That's a pro
You
wrestler.
know your head hurts, but you
That's
just
a pro
went. He didn't
wrestler.
miss any work. I swear.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Sophie Dopey, interesting. So look,
Hey, Sophie Duffy.
two count. Let's talk about this. I love the fact that Triple H announces this new World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Heavyweight Championship. It looks fire. It looks great. Whatever brand it's going to be on, whatever brand it's going to be on. My question is, what about these other belts? The thing about the heavyweight titles, as you can see behind us here, they're harmonious in design, both men and women, except for the color of the strap, obviously. So are they going to change? Is Roman still going to be two straps Reigns? Are they going to do the same thing for the men's tag team championships? How long can these dudes carry around those straps?
Questions. He has questions.
I do. I love it. I'm excited for it. I'm here for it because you finally gave these people something to fight for. That's what we've been saying. But now,
You know what I'm excited for? They're still teasing us with Sammy and Jay. I love it. I love it. I still have my heart set on somehow Sammy and Jay still reunited.
I'm confused. I feel like we had it, and then they scrapped it, and now we're going back to it.
Because they didn't give us what we wanted.
I'm confused, but I'm not mad at it. Night of Champions will be very interesting. You're absolutely right about that. What up, Michael Tolbert? Good to see you. Anthony, here. What's going on, Anthony?
Hey, Anthony.
We got Rickety in the house. Acknowledge A and B. Yeah.
Hey, Ricky.
Acknowledge A and B. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Rickety. We appreciate you for being up in here.
Look at all the signs. You know what I don't see? A sign for us. We're not loved.
So, okay. All right.
I
Cody got
don't
the
even know
win.
what fan did our sign that one time.
So we had Cody get the win. You had who else? You had
Tonight? Yeah, the Street
yeah,
Profits.
Bianca Belair get the win over
Damage
Bayley.
Control.
Damage Control. Street Profits. I missed the Street Profits. Who did they? What happened there?
They fought the Hurt Business.
Oh, okay.
And it was a
She picked out the shirt for me. I
It was
didn't
a
even realize.
3-minute match. Like a girls' match.
Man, I don't want no minute, man. No minute match. Yeah, I'm the crowd.
He went into the crowd. Security's like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Look at this guy taking pics. Come on now. Shaking hands, kissing babies. This is the man you want as your president of these United States. Your WWE
I
champion.
would vote for Cody for president.
Probably.
Oh,
What's going on?
I should make that shirt. Have Cody's face. Cody for president.
Cody for president? Why not?
Why not? We can do it.
What up, Marcel World? Good to see you. Yeah, we heard through the grapevine that CM Punk was backstage. What is that all about? Because my man swore up and down he was done with WWE.
Yeah, but is that just a rumor or is he really backstage?
I mean, they're in Chicago. They're in Chi-Town. They're in his
You
backyard.
know Bad Bunny's backstage right now.
With nothing but a quick Uber ride. You know, just around the corner, down the block. Then we're getting Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest again. Can we just take a minute?
We're so done here about Dominic's deadbeat dad. We're so done.
Can we just take a minute here?
This came to a closure, so I'm not sure why it's not closed.
I'll tell you what I'm done with. I'm done with the LWO coming up. It took a couple of weeks for them to just be officially declared jobbers. I'm tired of it.
Them in Damage Control.
I'm tired of it. Okay, wait.
I think that he's wearing one of his wife's outfits.
Does Seth Rollins have a?
Yes, he's like wearing a onesie.
He got the back out. Seth got the back out.
I'm sorry, that outfit is so ugly.
But it takes some man's.
He's got your referee shirt on.
He does. To wear an outfit with the back out. You know what?
No, he had balls when he wore the balloon outfit. He looked like a walking balloon animal.
I'm gonna get this outfit. I'm gonna wear this outfit when we go see AEW. Back out.
Can I paint A&B combos on your back?
Do what you gotta do.
And be covered by your long hair.
Do what you gotta do. We appreciate it. Donovan Morrison, hey, what's going on? Good to see you in here. Glad you caught another live, and we are glad that you are with us.
Yes, welcome, Donovan.
We got a commercial break right now, so I'm going to catch up a little bit. Let me mute this so we're not distracted. There we go. New World Heavyweight Championship will be crowned as someone at Night of Champions. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Brandon Thomas.
With him debuting his new championship. You know what? Let's. Devin Lunger, good to see you. How are you? Bowler Gamer TV, hi. Oh man. Everybody hold it with applause and drop your draws. We got Richie Bailey in the house.
Hey, Richie Bailey.
This is our reigning defending, right?
Reigning
defending Super Chat champion of the world. What's going on, Richie Bailey? Good to see you. And we got the OG Shayla. What's happening,
hey, Shayla? How you doing?
Good to see you in here. Thank you for coming in. What's going on, Alex? We got the G Money Slayer. Woo! G Money Slayer.
Money Slayer.
I see Jody in here. Yeah, where's Jody?
I saw Jody say.
You see Jody?
I saw him earlier.
I don't know if he popped out. Cliffy G, what's going down?
Yes, we love the title belt.
Good
All
evening.
about it.
Marcus Baker. Good to see you, Marcus
Hey,
Baker.
Marcus.
And of course, the first super chat of the night right here, Big Aaron Drew. We acknowledge you. Thank you for that super chat. I thank everybody for coming in. Circle message. What's up, family? 100. Did you guys hear CM Punk was backstage at Monday Night Raw and had a talk with Triple H, the game? I squashed a lot of beef with people backstage. Why is it that CM Punk is over here mending fences? I thought he's supposed to be mending fences across the way with the EVPs. You know, Tony Khan is over here just like, son of a... You can show up to WWE, but you can't show up to work? Who pays you? Who cuts your check, sir? Interesting.
That is mighty interesting.
But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how long his contract is with AEW. I
Honestly,
think that
though.
would be huge, though,
But
if they were
honestly,
able to get that to
How
happen.
many times have we heard people are backstage, and even if they are, that it meant nothing?
But then again, this could be
Naomi's
something.
been backstage. How many times? Naomi's backstage tonight. Okay. Bray's backstage tonight.
But then Bray comes out.
A year later.
It's better late than never. I'm saying you're in Chicago, you're in his hometown. If it is in fact true, I'm telling you, TK is losing his ish right
Is
now.
AJ with him?
Oh, come on, girl. Don't tease me like that. What? You coming back to WWE? Okay then. We'll see. I don't care. Whatever. Ain't no big thing. CM Punk, AJ Lee, whatever. I don't care.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, indeed, Aaron Drew. We appreciate that very much. Be looking purty.
Thank you.
Careful. Okay. Looking's free. Okay. Compliments will cost you something. You gotta super chat that.
Don't be
kidding.
silly. Thank you.
We appreciate
These
that.
hair looking good. Thank you. I just bought it.
Okay, you could have faked it to you. Okay,
Oh,
all right.
Please, they know my hair is not this long.
What's up, Joe Davidian? Good to see you. I don't know if that title's for Punk. I don't know about all
You
that.
might go give Punk no title before you give Cody a title.
I don't know about all that. Maybe he just wants to be. Maybe this is his Better Man tour. You know, and he's going to come back into AEW and with a sort of a zen, kind of a vibe. I don't know. Goldie was coming back on Twitter, y'all. Interesting.
I wish Smooth T. I do not think Bray Wyatt is coming back. I don't know.
It depends, because there was also rumors that McMahon did a lot of changes to the show remotely. So even if he's not there, his reach is still felt. I don't know. Sophie Dopey, this is what I'm talking about. It took this long for them to introduce a new championship design. What about the other belts? Let me turn it up a bit. I want to make sure it's not too loud. There we go.
Oh!
Seth Rollins eyeballing that new design. He's liking that belt. Because clearly the path to Roman has been closed for many, including Seth Rollins. But this belt is attainable. What's crazy, though, to think about this, the weight of the championship has been solely on Roman's back. And that stock took a little bit of a dip today. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Including you.
Right.
What up, Hunter Jackson? Good to see you.
Not you. You're on that list.
No.
Did you just try to imply that he wasn't one of the people Roman beat?
I think so.
Have amnesia?
Is that belt a little smaller than this one? I can't tell.
No, I
Maybe
don't
just
think
the
so.
way it's designed.
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe it's the same
I think it's
size.
just because this is a square and this has the dips.
Hey, Ryan Armstrong, good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
My point exactly. Ryan. Movie Queen, what's going down?
Hey, movie queen.
Logan Paul. Wait, whose music is this? I can't tell.
Almost.
Oh, is it?
Who else would it be?
Yeah.
The fact that you don't recognize this music is sad. It speaks
I
highly of the
I
music.
couldn't really hear it.
Okay,
We got the volume very low.
that's true. But I mean, even though Seth is like whatever about Omos, I have my sights set on bigger things. Omos has to come out and try to make us invested.
There's video of Punk talking to Tamina backstage. I think the question here is, Tamina still goes here? Are we sure this is not an old video? Because I ain't seen Tamina in a minute. Agreed, Brandon. Agreed. Has he though?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sophie Dopey. Yeah. The backlash, if you will, about this Omos Seth match was hilarious.
It was so funny.
I know it's out of the blue. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. It still doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but at least they're trying right now to get something going. They have to. He's gonna talk to his chest? What is he doing? I love this. Yeah, there you go, Jedi Knight. I love that. Reigning defending Super Chat champion. Oh, Jedi Knight, you are hilarious. What's up, Delia?
Hey, Delia.
Tornado, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. What if Omos does in fact beat Seth Rollins?
That would be awful.
And then Night of Champions goes on to become your new champion. Hey, Samson Samuel, good to see you in here. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm digging this new belt. I think universally we all are in agreement. Unless Logan Paul interjects himself into that match. Just saying. He has a tendency to show up where he's not wanted. Am I right? He could pop in here and Omos could get that dub. I gotta say, I don't love it, but it is possible. It is possible. What up, The Extreme Take? Good to see you in here. We appreciate you. Yeah, here comes Omos. I want to catch up a little bit. TJ Johnson, what's up?
Hey. How are you, TJ?
I'm pretty sure Omar's looking at that back line going, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, man, look, really kind of over it. I'm going to do a mute. I'm really kind of over this whole LWO Judgment Day thing. Like, I thought we were past this. I thought we were done with this. We keep going back to the well. I'm not giving my prediction. I'm simply going to say this. Zelina Vega shot her shot. Rhea Ripley at Backlash in Puerto Rico. Everybody is basically putting their money, all their chips on Rhea Ripley for the obvious reason. Here's what I'm saying. It'd do Rhea no real harm to lose to Zelina Vega. Hear me out. It's just a little blip. They could run it back, but let her get that win there in Puerto Rico, even if she ekes out a win, also because I'm tired of the LWO losing. Seriously, the second they became faces, they suck. Stop me when you've detected it in lies.
Would you ask Charlotte to take that loss? Would you expect her to?
I most certainly would, yes. Yes, as big of a fan as I am of Charlotte. And this is not to say that I'm not a fan.
Is clouded because you're such a fan of Zelina Vega.
This is not to say that I am a fan of Zelina Vega.
Yes,
which
you are.
What I'm saying is the stock of LWO needs to go up, right or wrong. If she loses to Zelina Vega, is this really going to hurt her in the long run? No. Really?
Is it a championship
and
match?
It's the swerve that we really need.
Is it a championship match?
I don't, is this a championship match? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say yes.
I only agree with you if it's not a championship match.
Okay, if it's not a championship match, then she should win. But she is still the queen.
Is she?
She is still the queen.
Is she? You seen a crown?
She is your queen to be.
Get a crown.
Thing, tip over. I know what I just did. What movie was that from that I just sung? I know some of y'all know. I know you do. What up, Jane Winston? Welcome back. We have a super chat from Well-Rounded Leo. Thank you, Well-Rounded Leo.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that love. Thank you very much. Circle message. Why would anybody be surprised if CM Punk came back to WWE? I mean, Bret Hart, Jeff Jarrett came back. And hang on 1 second. That's Jeff Jarrett. Double J, J-E, double F, J-A-double-I-E, double T. That's double J. Ha ha ha. You're right. They did.
True.
I'm saying the difference, those folks, while everybody in pro wrestling has egos of varying degrees, I think that was more anger and frustration. CM Punk has a serious humility problem. He just does.
Mm-hmm.
So you couple that with anger, and it's just, I'm never, ever, 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 like Chris Jericho would say. But I also say never in the WWE. If he's really backstage, chilling, talking, whatever, this is the first time this has happened, and I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
He came to work for Fox, and he specifically said, I work for Fox. I do not work for WWE. He had to make a point of that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he really is trying to eat some humble pie and turn over a new leaf.
He needed to.
Just when you think that people honestly can't change. So never say never. I will say that much.
Yay, make a wish. They're so awesome.
Big believers in that. They've helped our family before, so we show all the love to Make-A-Wish. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, now you know. Somebody is here and wants to say hello. Go ahead and get her up here and say hello. Come here, good girl.
They have the Make-A-Wish families. Are we technically still a Make-A-Wish family? Oh, let me hear what they say. Why is he in swimming trunks?
Because he
has Dragon Ball Z clouds.
He's a stoner. Folks, for those that are new to the channel, we'd like to welcome the C in the A and B combos, although she's not really the C. But this right here is our channel mascot. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shih Tzu Terrier of Terror. Bone Crusher! Her bark is worse than her bite. See, we weren't going to do this.
They're not done. It hasn't been resolved.
Thank you, well-rounded Leo.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know.
No, bro. No, bro.
Seriously, at this point, can we all just acknowledge, if we're going to acknowledge anything, let's acknowledge how ridiculous he looks with those two belts. Turn it up a spinner.
Yes, he did. He did RKO you. Everyone's forgetting the history tonight.
I wonder if they're going to lose on Friday. I can't help but wonder. They don't look they're on the same page, man.
They don't look like they're on the same page either.
It's all mind games.
No, you didn't see the interaction between Jimmy and Jay tonight.
I saw the interaction.
Between Jimmy and Jay?
I'm saying
well, you didn't come in towards the end.
It could be all mind games.
With who? With us?
With everybody. I'm just saying. I don't put it past them. Brian K signed back with AEW. Oh, yeah, kind of awful for a second there. Richie Bailey with a big super chat right here. Richie Bailey, come on now. Thank you, Richie Bailey. We appreciate that. A and B, love y'all. Forgive me. Circle message. Have y'all heard of the Chalkline app? Has some WWE gear that I think y'all would love. Ooh, really?
Okay.
Triple H, wait. Yep, SmackDown Women's Championship. Come on, Zelina. We gotta get a Zelina thing up here. Can we get a cut out of Zelina Vega? We got a room, right? New champion.
You have your little Hispanic right there. You don't get another one.
I'm gonna let you slide on that because you got some Hispanic in you. Okay. I'm gonna let that slide.
Apparently not enough for you.
I'm gonna let that slide. Has some WWE gear that I think y'all would love. Triple H's denim jacket from 02.
What?
Change jersey for Mania 17, etc. Wanted to let you know. Thank you.
We got to go in there and check that out.
Yes, indeed, because we're gonna premiere some new merch on Friday. Can't let you know what it is just yet, but we are excited.
Thank you, Super Chat champion of the world.
I love that. You get the sand.
Oh, like they're in the beach.
Very, very cool. Almost feel like you should call it Bash at the Beach at this point. It's coming up. Thank you, Richard Bailey. We appreciate you very, very much. Good looking out on that. Logan Paul, your next WWE champion. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, Darian. I'll tell you what, you're right. Xavier's the only one out of the New Day that's not been heavyweight champion. I don't know if I see it in his future, though.
They could have given him some run at some championship.
I don't know if I see it in his future, though.
Yeah, I don't know either, but
I won't be mad at it.
But his match against Gunther was good. I was not mad at it.
Question, Smooth T. You got a question? Lay it on us, Smooth T. It's a new title. How much is him? Let's have a TV with Roman here getting that belt. Yeah, I mean, I almost don't care who gets it. It's nice because it's pretty obvious at this point. Whatever's happening with Roman is happening with Roman, but that clear line that we weren't really sure who was going to be walking that path is now not really a thing anymore. Because like I said, the stock went down just a little bit because you now finally have another heavyweight championship to fight for. So it's not all just Roman carrying all the gold. But is Roman going to have, are we talking 3 heavyweight literal belts amongst the men? You got to change these. You gotta merge the belts, man.
Yeah. Alex is in here. He just said hi.
What? Hold on. Now.
So you'd have to go all the way down.
I gotta go all the way down.
All the way down.
So hang on, Smooth T. You said you had a question. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. Okay, look, Sophie Dophie. Let me tell you something. I know how you feel about Zelina Vega. I know this. But hear me out. Heel Zelina? And I tell you who heel Zelina needs to have in her corner, maybe a little bit of Melina.
Don't tease me.
Face LWO, trash.
Then why should she win over Rhea?
Trash. I'm saying she's still technically the queen, right? She's got the accolades under her belt.
Hey, there's not one person in here that's agreeing with you. You're blinded for some reason. You got some love potion.
It's not about love potion. This is what this is about.
Rhea just won.
Is I know that. I'm not saying for her to win the title necessarily.
It's a title match.
Necessarily.
No.
At least get the win. At least get the win. LWO needs to win. I want to say the same thing if Santos was fighting. Santos needs to win.
I'm sticking to the chair.
It's a little hot here in Los Angeles. We're going through a little bit of a heat wave. Coming to America. Boom. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Zoli Harley. What's up? Good to see you in here.
What's up? Welcome.
Coming to America was actually pretty good. I will have to admit. It was actually pretty good. Better than I anticipated. We got the Bone Crusher seat. I got to catch up because there are a lot of chats in here. I always want to catch up because we're so far behind. There you go. There's our boy. Just Alex.
What up, Alex?
Alex's World, a safe space for wrestling fans
Happy
like you
Monday.
and like us. What's going down?
We gotta do another collab, Alex. That was fun.
Yeah, we will certainly have to.
Matter of fact, you need a guest host, don't you, for the pay-per-view?
Wow.
You want to co-host, guest host with him?
You know, you see what she did there? So when this show is over, I'm gonna grab her like, come here, woman, what I tell you about that? She did that on purpose. She did that on purpose. But make sure you go check out his review of Monday Night Raw after we're done, because he's got some things to talk about. But I want to catch up because you might have said something about the belt. I don't know. You saw the design. You saw the announcement. You dropped that not that long ago. Yeah. So here's what I heard. The new world title is completely new. Roman still holds both the WWE and the Universal title, but WWE is looking to unify the belts or drop the Universal belt.
Oh, thank you for reminding me of that, Nation of Domination. I completely forgot that it ended that way. Although I forgot what I had for breakfast. Seth won via disqualification. That's why he didn't get the title, because he said that Roman hit him with the chair. So,
Interesting, Just Alex. I don't know. Okay, so basically the black WWE Championship belt is going to go away, and he'll just keep the blue belt, the Universal belt. So they're going to go back to what they had before when they introduced the Universal Championship. because they needed to have titles on both
title.
brands. That makes sense if they do that. But again, I was going to ask what's going to happen with the men's tag team championship belts. I don't know. We'll drop the heavyweight. What up, Nico Thompson? Good to see you in here. And we got Hunter Jackson right here with a super chat. Thank you, Hunter Jackson.
You.
Circle message. The WWE hardly caring about the women is shameful. Shame.
I mean, honestly,
Shame.
let me tell you what else was shameful is that when Trish Stratus was talking tonight, I mean, she's just talking on the Megatron, and all you hear is person catcalling and whistling. And I really wonder, is there the same ass at every show, and he just has season tickets, or are there really that many immature, like teenage boys, like men who are stuck as teenage boys, who still catcall them just because they're talking? She's giving an interview, and you're whistling and catcalling her. You sound so damn stupid. It's so annoying, and we hear them every time we're at one of the shows too. They're always in the cheap ass seats in the balcony, drunk, and then acting like a teenager, or whistling and saying stupid stuff. And I'm just like,
yeah, man, show a little respect.
What the hell?
Show a little respect. Seriously, it's not easy to come out here in front of the thousands and thousands of fans. This is not the Attitude Era. We know what she used to do back in the day. This is not today. Show some respect. But above and beyond that, yeah, on the main roster especially, we've said this many a time. Don't know what the issue is with just not developing this women's division like they should. I cannot take another week of seeing Bianca and Raquel and Liv and Damage Control. There are other women on the roster. What are you doing? If you're telling me that Tamina is backstage talking to CM Punk, why is she not out here?
And once again, on the 3-hour show, we had a segment with Trish backstage, and then we had the 3-on-3 match, and that's gonna be it.
And you know, I'm tired of it, man. Look, we're putting the finishing touches, and I have to apologize to all of you. She's totally mad at me, but I want to apologize to all of you. All right, we have some technical, just nothing to do with the interview, but our Alundra Blaze Medusa interview is almost finished. There was some technical glitches that we had to iron out. We talked about it. She mentioned it. If you remember on Raw 30, she was there, and the women were not represented. All she did was a little backstage thing with some playing cards. A freaking legend, a freaking Hall of Famer, a former champion, multi-time over.
She didn't have a problem with that.
But I'm saying the only thing that you could do, I don't care if you have a problem with it or not.
Yeah.
There are plenty of people in the WWE, male and female, that just are lucky to get a little bit of TV time that may not have a problem with it. But I'm saying you're not showing, and that's what the Garcia twins were talking about. The women are not, in a 30-year span of Raw,
Right.
you dwindle down the women to this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a problem. That's a problem. But, you know, it is what it is. We can get this volume back over
It is
here.
what it is.
I'm pushing for it, though.
Thank you, Hunter. Jinx, you owe me something.
Oh,
he went flying.
Ray slid out that ring. Like he was on a water slide.
That was crazy.
Okay, so really Bad Bunny. When we do our news segment, I like to joke and I'll go, "Welcome. This is This Week in Wrestling. I'm Jack Enoff and Bad Bunai." I pronounce it Bunai because newscasters always, mispronounce a name. Bad Bunai is here and he's looking for a payback and retribution against Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. Will that in fact happen? Will Bad Bunai get all up in that
Jack Enoff.
Jack Enoff. You know what I'm talking about. Which we got to do another one of those. It's been a minute. Can't dump the WWE Championship belt, though. That's their history. True. And I know they can't. But again, remember, when the brand split happened, the whole point of having a separate belt is because one person on this brand couldn't go on the other brand and wrestle for it. There was no storyline, and the only time anybody had any interaction was on a pay-per-view. So you had to have something. So this unified belt situation has gone far enough. Let's hit the 1,000 days and just drop one. Clearly, it's going to be the heavyweight title.
So this is what I'm wondering, if they're still going to, okay. He said whatever show Roman goes to, Roman is going to stay at, and he's going to take the Universal title with him, right? And was it the Universal he said, or WWE? He said Universal.
He said the WWE Universal, Undisputed Universal Championship.
So he said he's going to take it with him and it's going to stay there. And he's going to stay there, which means he's not going to fight anywhere else. So if he gets drafted to Raw, the championship's on Raw. And if you don't go to Raw, you don't have a chance at the belt. It'll accept this other belt. But this belt is everywhere. So people on Raw get a chance at this belt, plus they might get a chance at that belt.
See, now if that's true, I don't like that.
That doesn't make sense.
Because again, it's taken away from the importance of the Universal title. You're going to lower that stock. It doesn't make any sense. I personally think Roman is going to stay on SmackDown. I think the bloodline is blue blood, and they stay SmackDown. I think where this belt is now is where it's going to stay.
I don't know, man. Raw has been second to SmackDown so long, they might be ready to switch that. And the only way to switch that is switch the bloodline.
Perhaps, but this also could be a situation where we get some fresh blood. Finally, we get a new title belt, just new energy. People who did not before really have a shot at Roman Reigns now have a shot over here. Also, and I would love to see Drew get drafted to Raw.
And no one said that the bloodline is staying together. Even Jimmy and Jay aren't going to get separated. But what if Solo gets drafted somewhere else? What if Roman Reigns gets drafted somewhere, or they get drafted and Roman doesn't?
I don't know. Smooth T, I did not want to skip your question. If I did, I apologize. I was looking for it.
You're going to have to repeat it. It's really hard when you ask all these comments and we're watching the show to keep up.
I'm trying to, let me see. I don't want to miss you, but I apologize if I did. You know what? Yeah, you might have to ask it again. Yeah, ask it again. Let me go down. Let me scroll down. Ask it again. One more again. Again, I apologize. Did not mean. You skipped me. You asked. Let me see. The Blue Universal belt is being dropped. The idea is it will retire after his Roman Reigns run is over. Really?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he's still going to be Universal Champion, but the Universal Championship belt, which is what that is, whether it be red or blue, that is now, so they're literally switching. So this new belt is the new WWE Heavyweight Championship. And the black belt that Roman currently has, which is the WWE, it says it on there. It says the WWE Heavyweight Championship. So that, wow.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. All right. That's how it's going to go down. All right, Smooth T. Let me see. Ask that question one more time. Let's see what we got. I'm not mad at what you're saying, just Alex. The only thing I'm saying is what Triple H said was, and we might have to run it back. Let me see. The WWE Universal Championship. Hang on, let me see. Okay, USA. Let me see if I can play it. Here we go. Here we go. Let me see.
take the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship with him, and he will stay there.
Okay, so he said he will take the Universal Championship with him. So that is my question. Is that now changed after this announcement?
Maybe they're just merging it into one belt.
It's a good question. It's a good
He
question.
acted like he was only talking about one belt.
Yeah, I know, right, Richie Bailey? We're so used to calling the Bella twins and saying the Garcia twins, but I mean, I'm sure they'll be back at some point, and they will, of course, be called the Bella twins.
You gotta take his knee out. What other choice do you have?
Now, Alex, do you feel that Seth should win this new title belt? Cody should end Reigns' run at SummerSlam. So I heard you say that. So you pretty much are sticking with Cody, Reigns, SummerSlam. My question is this Brock thing only a blip in the road to that?
Yes.
Or is there bigger plans here?
No, I think that I agree with Alex. I think that for some people they weren't ready, and I think they needed to make sure that Cody was completely ready, and that because he was gone and back, and so many of us were saying, did he really earn that title, that match? Not me, because I thought he did, but so many that I think that they wanted to get all that out of the way and get some more people behind him with this Brock thing. And then give him the championship.
Okay. What's up, Hassan Terrell? Smooth T. Bray and Fiend never forgets makes sense. Wait, was that your question? You said you had a question, so I want to make sure I don't miss your question again. So, Smooth T, if you said it again, write your question right now. What was the question from earlier? Because we do want to answer that. Good gracious. Yeah, he just threw a chair at him, man. Dang. Luckily, the mask, hey, there's some padding in there. Protects him. It's got that little padding up here. Wow. And cue Bad Bunai's music. Here we go.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh, he's breaking out the hardware.
Just like Brock Lesnar. Is he wearing Brock Lesnar's clothes?
I think he is. I think he is wearing Brock's clothes. Everything looks 2 sizes too big. That's hilarious. I like the gear. Not quite sure if it's ring ready.
Has Bad Bunny been working out? He look like he got a little bit of a chest muscle going on there.
Look, man, you got to show up when you get into Puerto Rico. Okay, let people know. Come on, batter up. Bad Bunny's got that kendo, yeah! Cracking some ribs. Cracking some ribs. And Ray, you better get in there. Some some of this boy.
He is giving him some receipts right now because he got hurt last time.
Get in on this, Ray.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this just went bad.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Okay, Bad Bunny's gonna chokeslam him. Chokeslam him!
Woo!
Pick him up and slam him down.
Oof. Look
Okay.
at it!
You almost hit the announce team. Hold on now.
Dang! What the heck?
Careful. The table might fall apart. Careful. Mommy Ripley.
Hey, Damian. I don't know if you know, but I'm not hosting Backlash.
I told you.
That's my home. Okay, he just threatened death. He said, "I'll kill you." Okay, he's breaking news. Bad Bunai is no longer the host of WWE Backlash. In fact, he's going to go and kick some ass against Damian Priest. And Damian Priest has in fact now issued death threats against Bad Bunai.
I'm excited to see it, man. Bad Bunny showed up and showed out at WrestleMania, and we were so surprised. And I am sure that he is trying that much harder, that he really wants to do even better this time. And I'm excited for it, man.
You got to respect it. Look, by all rights, this man has no need to do this.
No,
pure love. This is pure love. This is a multi-platinum recording artist, multi-Grammy-winning recording artist worldwide. You don't need to do this. And this shows the respect that he has for this business. As Booker T says, respect he has for this business. Shucky ducky, quack quack, it's on like a pot of neck bone, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Your Queen Charmel.
That's right. Queen Charmel and King Booker.
They were so good.
Yeah, they were. They were the best. All right, Smooth T. I caught up. I would translate what he said, but I feel like you guys know what he said. Yeah, Samantha Poole. We in LA. So we hit on a little bit of the language. Go ahead and turn that. Okay, so that's over now. So that was not bad. Overall, what did you think of Monday Night Raw?
I mean, you had the announcement of the new belt. You had this Sammy and KO, Jay, and conflict. I like how Bro is fitting in with Sammy and KO. I think that that's working well. I honestly, I'm excited that Bad Bunny is going to fight Damian Priest. When they said he was announced, he was hosting, I'm like, unless he's really injured, that doesn't make sense to me. Why is he not fighting? So I'm excited that he's going to be fighting, Damage Control and that, whatever. I mean, I know that's just on replay, but
seriously, what are we doing with that?
But the show wasn't bad. I would say like a 7 out of 10.
How long did the women's match last? How many women's matches were there on this card?
I was distracted, so that was it. They had that, and they had Trish.
So to confirm,
stage for 30 seconds.
In 3 hours, you had one women's match. Is that correct?
And it was 3-on-3, so no one really had time to showcase any skill, really.
And usually you got to pay double for that kind of action, Cotton. I'm just saying. What movie was that? Okay, so I want to make sure.
I was trying to read what Nation of Domination said, but it went too fast. That's okay.
Sorry, my bad. Well, I'm trying to find Smooth T. I don't know. I can't find your question. And I hope I'm sorry I missed it. I cannot find it. A&B, no response or answer. I don't know what the question was. I saw something about
You're better off repeating the question than to just keep asking us to find the question.
Yeah, I can't find it, so I'm going to have to go back.
Just know that you might have to repeat your question a couple times because we have too many people in here that we're trying to read at the same time.
Aaron Drew gives it an 8 out of 10. Roland Bird, what's going on, Roland? What was your main reaction about the new heavyweight championship? Well, I missed it initially when it first came on. She recorded it for me, so as soon as I got back, she showed it.
And you heard my reaction.
I heard her reaction. She screamed.
Oh my God,
and then we're like,
that's what I sounded like.
That's what we're talking about. It is about time you give these other people something to fight for.
Yeah, it sucks that we weren't live to share that moment with you guys. He wasn't even home from work yet, so I didn't even get to share that moment with him. But
G Money Slayer,
it was great.
dodgeball. Duck, dodge, dive, dip, duck and dodge. I always make the 5 Ds. I totally mess it up. Jedi Knight gives Raw an 8 out of 10. And apparently Bone Crusher gives it an 8 out of 10 too. 8 out of 10, Bone Crusher? Yeah? 8 out of 10, good girl? All right. What about a women's mid-card belt? CZ?
You already know. We're all about it.
Seriously, again, you had a 3-hour show. I love the fact that you have this newly designed belt. You had this announcement. Huge, great, needed to happen. What about the women? Seriously, dude, it's 2023.
Also, what storylines do we have going on for the women right now?
We don't have squad. And why is the women's Raw heavyweight champion teaming with the tag team champions against some jobbers?
You know what you did miss though was that when Trish opened, she was like, the announcer was like, I don't remember her name, the girl, but she was like, where's Becky Lynch? And why are you asking Trish where Becky Lynch is? But Trish is like, I didn't tell you, she got real close to me before she left. And she said that, it's just all too much for her being the man, being the top woman. First of all, she's not the top woman or carrying this division, but and being a mom, even though I'm a mom, it's just too much for her. So I was like, oh, so WWE is really trying to sugarcoat the fact that she's gone. Like, not like Bray. They're not just acting like it's not happening. But she's really just, is she mad? Like, is she going to tell us what's going on? Is she never coming back? What's going on?
What
do you think is
think
happening?
they're doing the very same thing that Becky Lynch did on Ronda Rousey, saying she is crying that she can't make breakfast for her husband. I think they're doing the same thing. Which is all well and good, but no Becky Lynch. No Asuka.
But I'm saying, is she really saying, Trish is saying that's why she's not here. Becky didn't say that's not why.
No, of course not. It doesn't even matter. It's all part of the storyline. Point is, she's not. She tweeted last week, I'm not going to be on Raw.
Right.
She wasn't on Raw this week. And so, before I know there was a situation a couple of weeks ago with, travel arrangements. Mm-hmm. And that actually ended up being a really good show. Because like they did back in the Attitude Era, you got to make do with what you have.
Kathy Kelly.
So, love the shirts. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I think we entirely won't get new stuff until after Backlash, no, honestly. Okay, well, I got to tell you. I was shocked, Zay, when I saw the entire roster, and I actually saw Maurice up there. I thought that was the funniest thing. What? I love her and Miz as an it couple. I do.
Right. But she's on your roster?
That's a little weird. Because if I'm not mistaken, she had an injury that she was never really fully recovered from. She's never really wrestled in a match since.
Mm-hmm. And even when they have her in a match, she's not really in a match.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, a mid-card title for the women is necessary if you're going to really pour into the division. And I would think with such an announcement, that would be the indication that they finally restructure. You've got to restructure. You've got to retrain. Because you can go tomorrow night, I promise you, turn on NXT, and you will see the women showcased on there. Indy Hartwell, we're big fans. And she's a long-time wrestler, but you cannot say she's the most technically gifted in that ring. She's not the hardest hitter in that ring. She's not the best promo giver on a mic. But they see something in her, and they made her champion. She wants to be a fighting champion. She's not tagging up with somebody else. But you got Bianca Belair doing this. You have the tag team women, tag team champions not doing a tag team match against somebody else other than Damage Control. It's a total waste. And the next week, it's all about Brock Lesnar.
Total.
Marie's going to use her purse against Bianca. Well, she does carry what the size is, I should be doing this on camera. This is really, I don't know what I'm doing.
You really
That was very strange. Agreed, Indy on the mic is quite cringe. Yeah, I mean, but truthfully, so is Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley ain't good on the mic, y'all. He's just not. He's good in the ring. He's clearly a physical specimen, but we had MVP speaking for him, even when he had the 23-year-old piece of gold, okay? It was money all day. They dominated and collected.
I don't think Indy on the mic is cringe. She's not great, but I don't think she's cringe. Now, The Rock's daughter, that's cringe on the mic. That's cringe.
Very green. But that's where you learn down there.
But that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't compare her to her. Like, she's green, but she ain't that green.
But I'm not seeing no green on the show with the ladies. And, that's a shame. That's really a shame. But again, I'm wondering, regardless of whatever they do with Roman's belts, the biggest question that I have that I asked earlier, the heavyweight title belts, men and women, look like these. My question is now, will they change these designs? Will they be a new harmonious, or will they in fact stay like this and be completely different than this new belt Triple H announced?
Right.
That's kind of my big question here. Because even on NXT, again, men, women, even the tag team titles all look the same. There's a harmonious design element here. Right now, it's kind of not. So I'm really kind of curious what's going to happen. What if they will do single brand pay-per-views again? Good question, Sophie Dunphy.
I mean, you never know.
Good question. Yeah, Brock returns next week. I mean, it should be. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen with CM. I don't think CM Punk is anything to get into a twist over. I don't think we'll be seeing him on the roster anytime soon. But I think it's kind of cool that he was big enough to step backstage. I think that's kind of cool. Now he just needs to go back to work and do the same thing over there. You know what I mean?
Roland Bird, it just doesn't make sense. I liked that Seth was, I think Seth was being really honest tonight. Like, yeah, everybody, you're once in a generation because you're a giant, but he's the once in a generation because he made himself so. And I think that's true. That's how he really feels. Like, you're getting this opportunity because you're big, whereas I had this opportunity because I really, really worked hard for it. But also, Omos is big. What can he do about it? And if he has to use that to get doors open, I mean, who wouldn't use what they have at their disposal?
It is what it is. They're facing each other.
Hate on him because he's a giant.
So I don't think it has, for me, I don't think it's so much Omos. I mean, in a way, because it's like, I don't know. It's twofold. Like they see something in you that you're getting to work with some big names, right? At the same time, you don't really have a storyline per se, other than you're just a giant,
right?
And it's not like you're Andre the Giant. It's not like they're really doing like a big show with you. So they're not really, aside from calling him a giant, they're not like having him lift cars and do crazy, you know what I'm saying?
No, I almost think that he would do better face, that he would have, because you don't really buy his meat. Like, you buy it, but you don't buy it, and then you don't feel anything about him. But if he was face and maybe, was always trying to protect the little guys or something, and like kind of what they were trying to do with Braun that went wrong. Like, everyone's bullying him because he's big and he's just, trying to defend himself kind of thing. That's what they were trying to do with Braun, and that was, they executed it so awfully that it didn't work. But the idea behind it wasn't bad. And then maybe they could have did something like that with Omos, but I don't know. I just think he's just not going to get over as a heel. They might as well try a face, because this is not working. No matter who they have to fight.
I think the match can only elevate both of their stocks, quite frankly, no matter what happens. I don't want to see a short match. I want to see Omos do well. I do ultimately want to see Seth Rollins get the win because he needs that win if he's going to be considered a legitimate contender for this new championship.
Mm-hmm.
He needs that. Interesting question, Zay. Do you prefer Chelsea with Sonya or Carmella?
I would prefer Carmella and Chelsea together.
Well, you already know I'm on the Sonya train.
This is not about not liking Sonya. This is about not. I don't really.
No, I'm just
care
saying.
about Chelsea.
I'm going Chelsea and Sonya. I like them better as a duo.
Mm.
What do you guys think of Cora Jade possibly going to the main roster? Since there's talk about that.
Not yet. She's not ready. She's way too young. No.
I agree. I think the landscape in NXT is still ripe for the pickings. She already took a little break. She came back. And again, the women's division on the main roster could use a shot in the arm, but there are still women backstage who are not being utilized. I would really be disappointed to see people called up, especially the women from the main roster, from NXT to go on the main roster, just to not get that airtime, not to get that push. They are in the mix constantly on NXT.
Yeah, you could lose that. You could come up and, like you said, what's the point of being promoted if you're just going to be promoted to catering? That's not really a promotion.
That part, as the Loud family likes to say, that part. You're going to get promoted to the back, eating some bagels with Tamina, at this point, 11-year, 12-year veteran. Let me say that again. An 11, 12-year veteran, a decade-plus veteran who premiered with the Usos. You seen Tamina?
Yes, George Lewis, we love the belt. The new belt looked great.
No good. No good, man. Catch up. We'll answer some more questions, engage a little bit before we get on up out. Most of the people in NXT need to get drafted has been. Well, I know there's talk about. Well, there was before he won the championship, so maybe Braun Breaker now might get called up. Although he's got this whole thing with Mello that I'm kind of digging.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, maybe back in the day, everybody would have been a little more open to jumping ship. But I don't know.
Nation, I did hear them sounding to like they mentioned a few times that the Street Profits might break up. And they have been teasing their split on and off for a while. But I only want them to do it if they're each going to get a push because they're both really, really good. And I think they're great together as a tag team. And it's not like we have a lot of strong tag teams. Why do we want to break one up?
Yeah. Unless it's having part of every pay-per-view. Well, true. Ooh. Okay, Richie Bailey, interesting point about the title. So I don't know if you caught my comment earlier, but I literally said that this title looks like that old school heavyweight championship belt that was premiered. I think it was premiered by Ric Flair, as a matter of fact. That the NWO sprayed on, and the WWE title, and like they had a baby, right? Like you remember Alien Resurrection, right? Anybody see Alien Resurrection? You're thinking they killed off not Ripley. They killed off Ripley, and there was no way they're gonna bring her back. They go into the future. They bring her back as like this clone thing, and then they manufacture this weird. I don't know, this abomination, maybe, whatever the heck it was, right? That's basically this belt. And it's not a bad design. I'm just saying, like, you just had some weird stuff going on, and out comes this design. Yeah, it does give that old school vibe for certain. But that's what I'm saying as far as the design. I'm cool with it.
It looks better than the United States title.
Yeah, but they with the heavyweight title, you gotta have cohesion. There's no cohesion right now. So, like, mentally, we know what it's called. But also mentally, at least for me, if it doesn't look the same, it doesn't feel the same. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It doesn't have the same heavyweight weight to it. Carmella and Chelsea Green. I'm not mad at it. I just feel like the team of Chelsea and Sonya seem to gel better and can be taken seriously as a tag team, like serious contenders for the title. That's how I feel about that.
So that's what you said too.
We're right here.
New Nation of Domination.
New World Heavyweight Title looks small to me. It looks like the size of the right. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. I mean, we could be wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. There's an obvious difference. I don't know. Interesting. Have you seen Little Miss Bliss? Thank you. Where was Alexa Bliss?
First of all, even if she's totally recovered from the skin cancer surgery and stuff, and I mean, we don't know if she needed any kind of treatment after that or whatever. We don't know if it was that simple. Sometimes, even if they remove skin cancer, you still have to take some pills. You never know. But they still have to now rework her entire thing all over again.
Thank you, Just Alex. We appreciate you, brother. We're going to pop into yours soon enough. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Have a great show.
Absolutely. Lacey Evans had another character change just to disappear off TV again. Yeah. Gone.
You know, we tried so hard to like her, too.
I still like her. I don't like her as a person. She's not a very nice person. She's got some...
It's weird that they're pushing her, but not really pushing her.
But so I'm saying, like, there's something is missing with the women's division, and I can't put my finger on it. You know, I can. It took a while to figure it out with Raquel. You know, she lost the muscle tone, but it's just like that with the women's division. There's something missing. The muscle tone of the women's division is no more. And that is a real shame. Remember when they were teasing a Hurt Business reunion? Yep. Everybody here are good in that ring. But yet you had Shelton and Cedric looking like some straight busters.
I would rather be seeing, just to be honest, I would rather be seeing the Hurt Business be in the ring than Omos.
The Hurt Business made sense. The Hurt Business were champions. The Hurt Business was working. Adding Omos to that, having that gigantic heavy, how is that not as good as the Bloodline? Clearly, you have Solo as the heavy, running stuff up and down, up and down. The Hurt Business could have done the same thing. And they destroyed it. Rich Bailey, super chat right here. Thank you very much, Richie Bailey. I think it's only a matter of time. Trick turns on Mello and costs him the title now that Mello is face. Dang.
I agree. It has to happen. Every big face has to have that something happen to them that makes you on their side that much more, just like they did with Gigi. And I agree.
Wow.
I totally see that happening.
I mean, I can see it, but to what extent are we talking here? Are we talking to get a run at the title? Are we talking just to get at him so that he can lose the title so that Braun can get it again? What are we talking about? We're talking a long-term rivalry here. And that's another thing, too. I like Melo. I actually like him as a face. But to me, I think he was better as a heel. So long as he can still put in that fire heel work as a face, just like Stone Cold. Just like Stone Cold. I'll be down for it. I'm down for it. Wow, interesting. Thank you, Richie Bailey, for that super chat. Wow. Apparently, even Marie wants to come back. Jedi Knight. We don't discuss that here.
Mm-mm.
Okay? No to Eva Marie. Unless she's actually going to wrestle. She did nothing. Are we excited for Backlash? You know what? Kind of are. At least I am. Are you excited for Backlash?
I will be asleep, but
My goodness.
you'll tell me all about it
My
the next day.
goodness, man. Imagine Xia Li and Asuka as a tag team. Come on now. You got Xia Li looking like a straight buster. Again, on NXT, she had a faction. She was racking up some dubs.
She could have had a faction here. Go ahead and throw Io in there too.
Io Shirai. What are you doing? Why is it that to us it's so obvious, but to them they're just like, I don't know, can't figure it out. Can't write anything for you today, kid.
Where is Asuka? So now Asuka's mad and she's at home. Her and Becky. How
Went
many
through this
people are at
character
home mad right
change,
now?
had her lose, disappear.
So let me just get this right. So we have Drew at home mad. We have Becky at home mad.
Big mad.
And we also have, who did I just say?
Asuka, big mad.
Asuka, home mad.
She's posting some stuff on social media. Big mad. Big mad.
What are y'all doing, writers?
You
Come
bring
on.
you do one of the greatest comebacks with Bray Wyatt. You do something you've never
And
done
where's
before
Bray?
with these
You
clues,
seen Bray?
and yet nothing. It's oh man,
Mad.
terrible. You seen
So-
Stephanie? Nobody's seen Stephanie. I don't even know if Triple H has seen Stephanie. Not being perfectly honest. Jody, where you been at, man? Woo!
He was
Good to
looking for
see you.
earlier. I thought I
I
saw
was
you
looking
in
for
here
you.
saying what's up earlier, Jody.
Look at. Let me put it like this. We'll say this. We'll get up out of here. George, we appreciate you being here. Lacey Evans will be drafted to Raw. I'm fine with it. I honestly almost don't really care. I'm speaking specifically about the women who gets drafted where.
Just do something with
Just
them.
do something with them.
Write some stories. I hope that this merger did something about that writing team. Because clearly you don't have enough writers because you only can have a couple good stories going, and usually the women don't have them.
Which is just, and if he's found Omos, I don't think they would bring back the Hurt Business. No, they wouldn't. They won't. They tease it. They shat on it. Didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley had a match plan with Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, and clearly that got derailed. Give him this consolation prize. Actually shows up at WrestleMania just to show this prize. Don't do anything. Look, you still got a WrestleMania moment. No, you didn't. You popped your head out. You're doing nothing. You're doing nothing. Oh, snap. Trick and Melo goes together like Kool-Aid, sugar, peanut butter, and jelly.
Kool-Aid,
no sugar,
peanut butter, no jelly.
ham, no burger. Ham. WWE never got two things that match. They never got two brands that match. Never got two titles that match. Ham. Yeah, I'm thinking long-term storyline with Melo and Trick. Fair enough. Eva couldn't wrestle. No, she couldn't.
100%.
No, she couldn't.
Didn't even try.
We're past that. Past that. Right? And I'm actually really, really interested to see what's going to happen because heel turn with Trish that everybody kept saying was going to happen for weeks, right? Finally happens.
Right.
Becky, 2 weeks in a row, doesn't show up. Literally the one thing that Trish had beef with, a feud with, is no longer there. Your partner, Lita, who you then said 2 weeks ago you took her out, also not here. So you literally now have nothing for Trish to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's taking a stance. She drew a line in the sand and she's like, look, I'm taking my ball. I'm going home.
Yep.
Y'all let me know what's going on. Is she going to be here next week? Are we even going to see Trish next week? This whole thing was predicated on her turning on Becky Lynch and we have nothing.
Right.
Backlash is right here. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. But okay. Sheamus looking to leave. I mean.
But that's what I'm saying to you. All of this was fine when Vince took his ball and went home. And ever since Vince has been back, mad. Wrestlers are just dropping off like flies.
I'm fine with minor injuries. You can still show up and do something. You can even record something. Look, when you had Johnny Gargano and this whole Grayson Waller thing, and they fought outside their home, and you had Candice holding the baby, Candice didn't do squat. You hear me? She didn't do squat, but hold that baby. The baby was suckling. You understand me? The baby was on the teat. There was drips coming down, y'all, but she didn't do nothing.
The
Becky
views
Lynch
of A do not represent A and B combos, wrestling edition.
But Becky Lynch can do the same thing. At least drop a little something.
Drew, all of them could if they wanted to. They're taking a stand. And even if Drew has a slight injury, I still think he's taking a stand. Because why else would you black out your Twitter?
See? And this backstage thing with Trish, what did that do anybody any good? Did it do Trish any good? No. You got to give us some heat.
She got a few whistles and cat calls. Yeah. What?
Ridiculous. Just for this Raw live reaction. Oh, good, Jody. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's why. Okay, I got it. You were doing your thing. Not mad. All right. You mentioned that Lashley didn't have a Mania match because he didn't. Elena Gunther for Money in the Bank. Yeah. I would love to see that all day.
Mm-hmm.
All day.
They really do need to do that. But LA Knight has such a following. They need to give it to LA Knight. I'm not even playing.
Interesting question.
Go after that other title.
Sometimes the commentators have been known to switch in the draft, but they just like set these people in place. I can't see them changing it. You know what I mean? Like they just rejiggered everybody on the announced team and get everybody set.
Right.
Like Booker T's where Booker T needs to be. These are his kids. He loves watching after them, raising them. You know what I mean? Just teaching them up on how to get things done. He's great over there. I think everybody just announce-wise, stay where you are.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. It ain't broke, don't fix it, y'all. All right. Well, I think that's about it for us, right? I mean, Rain dropped 26.
Hey, welcome.
Overall, we like the belt. We're just curious what this is going to mean for the other title belts. You know what I mean? So we're really curious to see how things are going to go down. Wesley Franklin, how are you, Wesley? Good to see you in here. Running behind, it's okay. We're just about to get on the body.
We're on our way out, but
yes,
we're glad
indeed.
that we got to say hello before we went.
Lita versus Trish Stratus, the reboot.
No, not with this Lita. Sorry, this Lita done blew it for me. I'm okay.
Nation of Domination.
Hey, Christian Thomas.
Who do you think should get first crack at it? Well,
I mean, I was, well, so They're going to do a tournament, right? Is that what they're doing? I think Seth makes sense. I think Gunther makes sense. I think maybe Gunther could give the belt to LA Knight, and then he could go after that. Yeah, I see those two.
I can see that too.
I don't see why Sheamus wouldn't want to come after it.
I'd love to see a battle royal. I really would. Just get everybody in there. Just everybody. 30 men, 40 men, 50 men, 60 men, 70 men. That's a little over the top. But you get what I'm saying? I'd love to see that. That'd be nice. But we'll see. We'll see. Lita will not let that attack go unanswered. Okay, then where's she at? This is the perfect opportunity. Trish was just backstage biding her time, doing her nails.
Ooh, Cody versus Seth versus Finn would go hard. That would be good.
Yeah, it would actually. I wouldn't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle won the World Heavyweight Title in the Battle Royal after Batista got hurt. Exactly. Cody Rhodes or Bad Bunny? Ooh, Bad Bunny. Could you imagine? I would love for AJ Styles to be back and in this. You could use some championship gold. Former heavyweight champion, bring it. That's what I'm saying. Get him in here, man. Get him in here. You know, I would love to see it. Almost like a I don't know if anybody in here watches MTV's The Challenge, but you have The Challenge and they do their thing, but then you get like the former champions of the past seasons and they all come in there. Like it's a Night of Champion. Like they should have just a battle royal and then a Night of Champions. All the former champions come in here. That would be great. That would be great. All right, y'all. Well, that is it for us for A&B Combos Wrestling Edition, Monday Night Raw's live watch along and review. We appreciate you. We thank you. We apologize for not being able to go live this weekend. We had some issues.
Issues.
We had some issues. So we'll just leave it there. Finishing up our Lunch Blaze Medusa interview. So look out for that. That will be coming pretty soon. And that's it. Thank you for everybody that honestly popped in, everybody that super chatted, our OG members. We wouldn't be here without you.
Oh, yeah.
So we love y'all.
Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji.
Yeah, what she said. We have a bone crusher who always falls asleep. See, she comes in and out of the studio room as we film, and then every time without fail, right before we go off the air, she comes in here, plops down, and just.
Mm-hmm. She thinks our show's boring. That's okay.
Whatever, man.
Whatever.
We love you. We love you. We bid you.
Do.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, folks. That's it for us. Good night, and we will see you all soon enough.